The debate, this House believes that the sciences are better than the arts and humanities. Thank you very much for coming. Today on the proposition side, I welcome Professor Niels Vallet. A round of applause. And we also welcome Dr. Neil Jackson. I'm right in saying that you're both theoretical physics for Professor Vallet and astronomy for Dr. Neil Jackson. On the opposition side, can we welcome Professor David Lomas? And Dr. Stephen DeVeza. Professor Lomas is a professor of art history, and Dr. Stephen DeVeza is a senior lecturer in political philosophy. Okay. Just one quick announcement. It's just to remind you that it is reading week next week, and we're not going to have any training sessions or another public debate like this next week. So don't turn up, there won't be anybody here. I'm just going to explain the rules of debate today, the procedure. What we're going to do is we're going to have 4 7-minute speeches. We're going to open with the proposition, then move to the opposition, then back to the proposition, and then to the opposition. During their speeches, you can stand up and say point of information or on that point, sir. They're under no obligation to take you, and please do not feel offended if they wave you down. That's just how debating works. If they do take you, make your point quick, under 15 seconds, and it's up to them whether they choose to answer it then or later on in their speech. There is an incentive for you to ask questions. For the best question today, will win either a bottle of wine or a box of chocolates. So there is an incentive. During the speeches is not the only time for you to win these prizes. You may also win them when we open up questions to the floor. This will happen after the first 4 main speeches, and we'll ask questions to the proposition and then to the opposition and alternate between them. And so that's another opportunity to make a quick point, under 20 seconds, to whichever side we're opening up questions to. And the incentive is still there to win the box of chocolates or a bottle of wine. After the questions to the floor, we'll have a summary speech, 1 from each side, and then we'll have a vote. You can vote 3 ways, so be thinking about this. You can vote in favour of the motion with the proposition, you can vote against the motion with the opposition, or you can vote in abstention. An abstention is if you can't make up your mind, or you weren't listening, or something along those lines. Okay? Also, we don't normally do this, but today, just to see what the mood of the audience is in, we're going to have a vote at the start as well to see which side of the motion you already agree with. So if you already agree with the proposition motion, can you raise your hands now? Thank you, hands down. And if you already agree with the opposition, raise your hands now. Okay, hands down. Hands down. And if you haven't made up your mind, or you're an abstention in some way, raise your hands now. Okay. Okay, hands down. Thank you very much. Okay, I think that's everything. Can we have your attention? Silence. Please don't talk during the speeches. Have respect for the speakers when they're speaking. You will probably get a turn to speak during the question period. So save your speaking till then, or when you ask a question. So without much further ado, can I welcome Dr. Neil Jackson to open the case for the proposition.